Hello बच्चों, good morning and welcome to our YouTube channel, the Turito YouTube channel. See, here we are going to start giving you the solution of all the shifts of January session. बच्चों, the first session 2026. Okay, the purpose of these sessions, these videos, the solutions of those papers is simple. The purpose is बच्चों that to tell you, to give you the insight that how was the paper, how can we approach it, what type of questions have they asked, and see, continuously I will keep pointing it out. Okay, see, this is the question which is a very common question, this is the question which we can do directly if we know the result, this is the question which you would have definitely done during your course in any of the coaching classes. See, we need to understand this. See, maths is always a low scoring paper bachon. Out of 25, see, I'm not promoting, I'm not encouraging that a student should score low. No, definitely not. Anything beyond 20 is achievable, definitely achievable. But my point is, if we solve the paper smartly, if we manage the time properly, we can definitely approach. I will show you in most of the shift, not in all the shift, but in most of the shift I will show you that there are 8 to 10 questions which are definitely on the pattern which you would have solved in any coaching class if you have solved the questions properly in your routine regular classes, online or offline. Okay, the routine questions they are regularly asking the routine questions. I will show you every time I come across a question. So that's a very important purpose of these sessions, okay, to make you believe that yes, the questions are doable, we can solve it. The only thing is right strategy, correct time management, and the confidence. Yes, we can easily cross 10-12 questions. Solving 15 questions, correct questions in maths will definitely give you 99 plus percentile for sure in mathematics bachcho. Even if it has happened, a student crossing 45-48 marks in maths out of 100 have obtained more than 99 percentile, but then that depends on the level of the paper. If it's on the difficult side, it may be, but for sure 15 plus means 60 plus marks for sure, 99 percentile in mathematics. Okay, so chaliye, with that note, let's start it. So this is actually 28. I'm telling you, we are going in the reverse direction. 28 day 1 shift, the first shift of the last day for JEE mains. Let's start it. The question is, a bag contains k red balls and 10 minus k black balls. If 3 balls are drawn at random and they are found to be black, then the probability that 9 black balls, the bag has 9 black balls and 1 red ball. Okay, so see, it seems to be a maybe for few of you, it seems to be a difficult question, but see, you just try to comprehend the question statement and then approach it. Okay, so there's a bag which is given to have k red balls and 10 minus k black balls. Okay, now 3 balls are drawn randomly. The probability that the bag has 9 blacks and 1 red ball. Now the first thing is, since you most of you are going to appear in your board examination, first question is, if we go to the chapter probability, then which topic question is it? This question has been asked from which topic? Okay, so answer is of course the Bayes theorem. Why so? See, normally what happens is, if there's a bag, 3 balls are drawn. Normal question is, 3 balls are drawn. Now tell me the probability that the balls are, like, let's say all 3 are black, or 2 are black, 1 is red, whatever. That's the normal question. When it happens to be a question on Bayes theorem, it happens to be a question on Bayes theorem. First, the final experiment outcome result is given to us. Now the final experiment is, there's only one step, and that is 3 balls are drawn. Its result is given to us. It is okay, someone drew the ball and show you, okay, see, all 3 balls are black, and then the question has been asked by going a step back. Okay, now what is step back? Now you have to tell me, okay, tell me the bag from which we drew the ball, okay, had 9 black and 1 red ball. So it's a question of Bayes theorem. Now the thing is, probability of getting 3 black balls. When we come to Bayes theorem, if you know it, it's like occurrence of any of the event on which the event of total probability event depends Okay, so when and the event, total probability event has already occurred. So what is it? So E1 EI intersection A over probability of occurrence of A. Now what is A here? A is occurrence of 3 black balls. Now how come it's a total probability event? Because occurrence or getting 3 black ball depends on the number of black and red balls in the bag. And what are the possibilities? There are so many possibilities. One is 1 red, 9 black, or 2 red, 8 black, and so on, 7 red, 3 black. You can't have less than 3 black balls. Why so? Because we know that 3 black balls has been drawn. Now how many cases? 1 to 7. There are 7 possibilities. Okay, now probability of getting 3 black balls. Now what is it? Probability of getting when the scenario is this. Probability of getting when the scenario is this. Now of course these are 7 random cases, so occurrence of any one of them has to be equally likely, so 1 by 7. Okay, so probability that this is the case, which is 1 by 7, and once that is the case, probability of drawing 3 black ball is 9C3 over 10C3 plus 1 by 7. Probability of drawing 3 black ball is 8C3 by 10C3, and so on and so on. The last one is 1 by 7, and probability is 3C3 over 10C3. Fair enough. Now out of these cases, which is the case we need? This is the first case which we need. Okay, so therefore the probability which we need, which is the base probability, the conditional probability. Okay, so it is this one. So this is 1 by 7 into, I'm not going exactly in the detail of Bayes theorem. Okay, I believe you all know it well. I explained you in the beginning how to recognize it's a Bayes question, a Bayes theorem question. Okay, so I'm just trying to solve it for you people. If you have anyone has any specific doubt, you can definitely tell me with the help of comment box. I will upload a short video. Short video means 10 to 15 minutes video by explaining it in very detail, step by step. Okay, I use the term total probability, I use the term conditional probability. There are so many terms I use, but okay, I'm not going to explain it, otherwise it will get very lengthy here. Okay, anyways, so the favorable outcome, 9 black 1 red, so it is 9C3 over 10C3 over the entire thing. 1 by 7 is common, 1 by 10C3 is also common in the denominator, so it's 9C3 plus 8C3 plus ... 3C3, and that's it. So this is gone, this is gone, this is gone. So the answer is 9C3 over 9C3 plus 8C3, and then let's say 5C3, 4C3, 3C3 is 1, isn't that? So for that I will write it as 4C4. Why so? To use the property of binomial coefficient, which tells us NCR plus NCR plus 1 is nothing but N plus 1 CR plus 1. I believe all of you remember that. Okay, so what do we get? So it's 9C3 now NCR plus 1 is N plus 1 5C4. Combine these two, 6C4, 6C3, 7C4. So it will be 10C4. Wait. Okay. Yes. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Yeah. Okay. So I'm sorry because see, I have, let me tell you all, I have already solved this question. Okay, this is not the first time I'm solving it. I have already solved this question. Students keep asking me. I remember because I got 11C4 here in the denominator. Okay, so that's I remember, because it will give us 10C4. So we have one more term. Actually I missed that term. You can have all 10 balls, 10 black balls, and then also you have a chance. In that case the probability of getting that ball, number of 3 black balls is 1 once the bag is selected. Okay, anyway, so it's going backwards is 11C4, and then you simplify it, you will get the answer. So that's the question on probability, which is based on Bayes theorem. Now moving to the second question. Second question is xy less than 8. So x into y. See, when I always say, if you have to analyze an inequality geometrically, you convert it to equality. Equality will give you the curve. Okay, so now once you get the curve, normally in 2D a curve divides the entire plane into parts. So one of the equality has to be one region of the plane, and the equality will be the its solution will be the another region of the plane. So the first step according to me should be draw the curve. So xy is equal to 8 is a rectangular hyperbola. I believe all of you will accept it. That's the shape. Now as I said, it divides the entire region into two parts. Which two parts? One is beyond these two curves in the first quadrant, in the third quadrant, and the one is between these two curves, including these two regions in the first and third, and the entire second and fourth quadrant. Okay, now let's analyze. See bachon, once you do it, getting the solution of inequality gets very simple. See, you can analyze it geometrically, logically, conceptually, or you can use a trick here. Using trick here means select any point in one of the region. Simplest point is of course 0, 0. Now if 0, 0 satisfy this inequality, that means the solution of this inequality is the region between these two curves. If 0, 0 does not satisfy the inequality, that means the solution of the inequality is beyond these two curves. I'm clear? I believe. Now 0, 0, so xy less than equal to 8. Of course 0, 0 is 0 into 0 is 0, which is less than 8, so the region is this one. Okay, now as I said, you can do it conceptually also. Now how to look at it conceptually? See, if I take another color, maybe red. Yeah, conceptually means, see, when you are on the curve, bachon, y is equal to x by 8 by x, isn't that? So when you are on the curve, y is equal to 8 by x. What do we need as y? If we talk about the first quadrant, let's go for the first quadrant. Okay, we need y to be, for this, less than 8 by x. Or equal to. First quadrant, x and y both are positive, I can divide. Okay, that's why I said let's get to the first quadrant first. Now y is equal to, when you are on the curve, y is equal to 8 by x. And what is y? Y is the ordinate. So if this is the point x comma y is equal to 8 by x. Isn't that? So if y has to be less than 8 by x, where will it lie? It will lie below this point anywhere. Isn't that? So that means the region below the curve in the first quadrant. In the second quadrant, in the third quadrant, x is negative. If you divide an inequality by negative, the inequality sign gets reversed. So y will be greater than 8 by x for the third quadrant. So that means if this is a point x comma y on the curve, y has to be greater, means it will move upwards on this line. So in that case, it will lie above the curve. So below this one, above this one, so between these two curves is the reason. So that's the conceptual clarification for this I mean shaded region. Okay, now next one is y is less than equal to x square. So again, y is equal to x square. Y is equal to x square is this one. Okay, and the third one is y is greater than equal to 1. Okay, wait, for that we need to get this point of intersection. How come? X into y is equal to x square is equal to 8, x is equal to 2, so y is equal to 4, isn't that? Yeah, 2, 4. So why did I need it? I needed it because the next line is y is greater than 1. This is y is equal to 1 horizontal line. Now where's the shaded region? That's the region. That's the region. Okay, now how to do it? Of course, bounded by this parabola, this rectangular hyperbola, and y is equal to 1 horizontal line. So I need to point this, for this y is equal to 1, so x is also 1, so 1, 1. For this y is 1, so x is 8, because x into y is 8. Okay, so I'm not going to calculate it, bachu. That of course you all can do. So 1, 2, see, this is one region from here to here. Okay, whose boundary is, the upper boundary is the parabola, is the part of the parabola. So it is from 1 to 2. X square, y is equal to x square minus lower curve, the curve which lie under it, which is y is equal to 1 dx, plus 2 to 8. In this, the upper boundary of the region is xy is equal to 8, y is equal to 8 by x, and minus y is equal to 1 lower boundary dx. That's it. So 1 to 2, x square minus 1, 2 to 8, 8 by x minus 1, and we are done. We can calculate it. Moving to the next question, value of this thing. Okay, now see, again, if I analyze it, okay, I won't say it's a very routine question, though it's not that difficult a question. If you are well prepared, it's a simple question for sure. If I go back, This one, it's a routine question of Bayes theorem. The only thing is we need to consider all the cases correctly. Okay, I will accept that I myself committed a mistake, but then okay, the concept is clear, you can definitely approach it. But okay, till now I won't say that any of the question is a question which I will say okay, all of you can solve. No, right now, till now, no such question. This is the third one. Now this is again a bit different one. So if I open this series k factorial, so k goes from 1 to infinity. I will write it as minus 1 raised to the power k plus 1 upon k upon k factorial. K is gone, k minus 1 factorial. Okay, now I will rewrite this one, minus 1 raised to power k. I will rewrite it as k minus 1 plus 2 upon k minus 1 factorial. Okay, so this is k goes from 1 to infinity, k minus 1 raised to the power k minus 1 upon k minus 1 factorial, which is k minus 2 factorial, and then plus 2 times summation k goes from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to the power k upon k minus 1 factorial. Okay, so that was a way to simplify it. Now why am I doing it? Because I have that series in my mind, and that is exponential series. What is it? E raised to the power x. How much is it? 1 plus x square by 2 factorial, x cube over 3 factorial, and it's an infinite series expansion. So you can use it for like when you put e as 1, sorry, x as 1, so it is 1 plus 1 by 0 factorial is 1, 1 by 1 factorial is 1, 1 by 2 factorial plus 1 by 3 factorial, so on. If I put replace x by minus 1, you will get 1 minus 1 plus 1 by 2 factorial minus 1 by 3 factorial, alternate positive negative sign. Okay, now see, you have factorial in denominator. So if in any series it happens to be factorial in denominator and a variable is there in the denominator. Okay, so normally the series, I mean the first system the first attempt according to me is to go for exponential series. For that case, as you can observe, there is no variable in the numerator, so I am trying to get rid of variable k in that numerator. So here it is done, here it is done, in both the cases it is done. Okay, first thing. Next is, if I have to use it, I will write it as k minus 2. I mean divide by minus 1 raised to the power whole square in both numerator and denominator, won't make any difference. Here if I have to write, so it will be minus times. Why? Because k minus 1. So minus 1 multiply and divide, so negative sign. Now k is equal to 1. See, the smallest factorial value is for k is equal to 2 here, 0 factorial. Okay, so it will start from 0. We'll take it. So it is like 1 by 0 factorial, 1 by 1 factorial, 1 by 2 factorial, and so on and so on. Whereas in this case it is minus. Okay, how come it is? Okay, let's see what do we get. K minus 1 factorial. Okay, so it will be, oh yeah, my mistake, alternate positive negative sign, I missed that, right? So minus, and then here again it will be minus, so on, minus 2 times. Again when you go with 1, k is equal to 1, so it is again 0 and 0 factorial 1, and then 2, it will be minus 1. So again the same one, minus 2 times 1 minus 1 by 1 factorial plus 1 by 2 factorial, and so on and so on. So actually it is minus times the same series is it. We have 1 by 1 factorial plus 1 by 2 factorial, and so on, minus 1 by 3 factorial, and so on. See, as I said, e raised to the power minus 1 will be this series, isn't that? Alternate plus minus. Okay, so it is nothing but there's some mistake, minus 1 by e, is that? Yeah, that's an option. Okay, I thought there's no such option. Okay, fine. So that's it. So the point is, if you have variable factorial in denominator, the first attempt is to convert it to exponential form. We could do it. We got the answer. We got the solution here. Okay. So that was a bit different question. Normally it's not that common discussing exponential series in the classes. Okay. Though we do it. Now that's a question. In a triangle ABC we are given, so in a triangle ABC means a plus b plus c is nothing but 180 pi. okay, so tan A minus tan B over 1 plus tan A tan B into 1 by tan A is equal to 1 minus, okay, see I have already attempted this question again. Why? Because I got this as a doubt. Okay, normally students keep attempting the, I mean they go to the, I mean when they return up on the examination hall, the questions which they found, which they remember and if, find it difficult or new, they discuss with us. Okay, so I've already come across this question. How I attempted this? See, that's why just by reading it I started converting it to tan form. Why? Because looking at the option, all the options are in terms of tan A, tan B, tan C. So of course it's suggested that we should try to convert all the terms in terms of tan here. Okay, so for that what I did, I wrote 1 by sine squared x A as cosec squared A, which is cosec squared A, which is 1 plus cot square A. Okay, so 1 minus 1 plus cot square A over cosec square C, 1 plus cot square C, and then convert it to we can convert it, so this is LHS is equal to tan, so 1 minus, so it is 1 plus tan square. Okay, I'm 1 minus 1 plus tan square A into tan square C over not here, till here only, and this is 1 plus tan square C into tan square A. Now if I take LCM in the RHS right hand side, so tan square A, tan square C is gone, so it's tan square A minus tan square C over tan square A into 1 plus tan square C, bachon. Okay, now of course we can cancel out 1 tan and tan here. Then what I did, I simply cross multiplied. Okay, so might take some time here, just a minute. So it's this into tan A plus tan A plus tan A tan square C, and then in RHS it's 1 plus tan A tan B, so 1 plus tan A tan B into tan square A minus tan square C. Now see, sometimes what happens is I just kept on solving, because till now I didn't have an idea that what are we going to get here. I myself didn't have an idea. So sometimes we know that you need all the terms in tan, you got the complete expression in terms of tan, then we wish, okay, that whatever we need to get, we will get out of it. No, I mean that's again approach which I follow when I don't get an idea. Okay, that of course are we going to get it finally or not? So just solve it. That's what I did actually. So it's tan square A plus tan square A tan square C, and then minus tan A tan B minus tan A tan B tan square C is equal to, in RHS, okay, so tan square A plus tan cube A tan B minus tan square C minus tan A tan B tan square C. This and this is gone, this and this is gone. Yeah, okay, see, we got it. I bring it to the LHS. So what do we get here? Taking tan square C common, we get 1 plus tan square A, which is nothing but sec square A, is equal to, taking it to the RHS, so taking again tan square C here. How many terms we have? Tan A tan B tan A tan B tan square A tan cube A, yeah, here. Okay, taking tan A tan B common, we got it, so tan A tan B common, 1 plus tan square A, which is sec square A, so this is gone. So tan square C is equal to tan A plus tan B. So that means tan A, tan C and tan B are in GP here. Okay, so that's it. So now moving to the next question. Let X be the number of 9-digit numbers formed by taking digits from first 9 natural numbers where only one digit is repeated twice. One is repeated twice. And Y be the number of 9-digit numbers formed from first. So what is X? X is number of 9-digit 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Such that only one digit has to be repeated twice. So which one? Out of 9, one digit has to be repeated twice. Now how many digits we need more? 7. And how many are left? 8. So into 8c7. Arrange them, 9 factorial and 2 are identical, 9 factorial. So this is nothing but x. Similarly, 9-digit numbers formed such that exactly 2 digits are repeated. So 9c2. So 2 and 2, 4. How many more we need? 5. And out of 7. And then again, all are to be arranged. 9 factorial, 2 are identical and 2 are identical. This is why. Now let's divide. Okay. So 9 into 8c7, 8. 9 factorial by 2 factorial. 9 into 8 by 2 factorial. 7 into 6 by 2 factorial. 9 factorial. 2 factorial. 2 factorial, 2 factorial, and this is gone. 9, 9, 8, 8, 9 factorial, 9 factorial. So this is nothing but 8, 3, 4 by 21, and then it is like 21 is equal to x by y. Okay, 21x is equal to 4y. So that should be the answer here. So that again, okay, PNC question, though not difficult one, but okay, fine. Consider there are 10 observations, 2, 3, 5, 10, this, such that mean of the observation, here it should be 9, I remember it. And variance is this, then the mean deviation about median. See, now that's the question which if you know the exact result, steps, you can definitely do it. It involves, see, statistics question normally involve some calculation for sure. You have to be patient. What is mean? X bar. X bar is, I'm not going to solve it, of course, bachcho, please don't expect me to solve it. Okay, 15 plus 21 plus A plus B over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and this is equal to 9. So from here you get a relation between A and B, and that's it. Now the second thing is variance. So what is variance? Sigma square. Now what is it? Variance is summation xi square by 10 minus mean whole square. That's it. And this is nothing but 34.2. Mean square you already know, 81. Okay, because that's given. And then you can write it. So it will be a square plus b square, and then sum of square of 2 square, 3 square, 5 square, dot 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 till 21 square by 10 is equal to 81, and this is nothing but 115.2 if I'm not wrong. Okay, so that's it. So now here you will get a square plus b square. You have two equations, two unknowns, solve to get a and b. Once you get a and b, you have all the data, all observation in front of you. How to get median? Median will be when, of course, you arrange them in an increasing order. It's already in increasing order depending on the value of a and b, of course. But since all the terms are in increasing order, we can assume that a and b will b should be greater than 21. Okay, that you can find and check it out. Now there are even number of observations. So what is median? The middle one, the observation which lie at the mid. So there is no such mid. So fifth and sixth, 1, 2, 3, 4, the mean of average of 11 and 13, which happens to be 12.5. Oh sorry, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, sorry, it will be exactly 12. Okay, that's the median. Once you get the median, okay, you have to get the mean deviation about the median. How is it? So let's say median is m. You will write your observation as mod of 2 minus m, mod of 3 minus m. That's the deviation, and then add them. What is mean? Mean of anything. Mean deviation means mean of deviation. These are the deviation, and at the last mod of a minus m, mod of b minus m. Deviation has to be positive. You have to just take its average. Mean is average. Arithmetical mean, arithmetic mean am, which is average. Okay, add them, divide by 10, you get mean deviation about the median. So that's one question which I will say, okay, quite approachable, quite solvable. So at least we got one till now. Now this is another question. Tan of pi by 4 plus half cos inverse 2 by 3 plus tan of, see, I can write it sine inverse 2 by 3, this cos inverse 2 by 3, we know sine inverse t plus cos inverse t is pi by 2. I can write sine inverse as half times pi by 2 minus cos inverse, so that we have only one thing in both the terms. But coincidentally, it helps us and helps us a lot in that case. I will write it as p, half cos inverse 2 by 3 as p, plus tan inverse of pi by 4, and that's minus p. Now nothing, and this is equal to k, sorry, yeah, it's k. Okay, we have to get k, no? The number of solutions of this equation, here it is sine inverse x. Now again, why do I need it? Why do I remember it? Because I spent a lot of time in solving with sine x. Okay, when I really got it stuck, okay, then I just try to, because see, these are all memory based questions, bachcho. Okay, then I try to check it, okay, whether it's so from other source I checked it is sine inverse, and then it gets simple. Anyways, that's it. Now what is it? Tan a plus b, tan a minus b. So open it. Tan pi by 4, which is 1, plus tan p, 1 minus tan p, 1 minus tan p over 1 plus tan p. Okay, take LCM, you get 2 times 1 plus tan square p over 1 minus tan square p is equal to k. Now that's it. 1 plus tan square theta upon 1 minus tan square theta, rather its reciprocal is cos 2 theta. So 2 over cos of 2 times p, half cos inverse 2 by 3 is equal to k, and we are done. This is again cos inverse gone, 3 is there, 2 gone, k is nothing but 3. Now put this value here. So sine inverse of 3x minus 1 is equal to sine inverse x minus cos inverse x. You can write it as maybe minus pi by 2 plus sine inverse x. Okay, now this is, I mean, why am I doing it? Because then you get it as minus common, pi by 2 minus sine inverse x, 2 sine inverse x. Will that be fine? Now taking sine both the side, so you get 3x minus 1 is equal to sine, so minus sine of pi by 2 minus theta is cos 2 theta, cos theta, cos of 2 sine inverse x, which we can write it as sine inverse of x under root of 1 minus x square, isn't that 2 times? And then converting it to cos inverse, or this converting to cos inverse, would that been better if I would have done it in terms of cos only, no? Wait, let me try. If I convert this, so pi by 2 minus 2 cos inverse x. Now if I take tan, yeah, that will be simpler. Just a minute, bachcho. Okay, because for left hand side we have to take sine, isn't that? So now taking sine both the side, what happens? LHS is done. Now what do you get? Sine of pi by 2, which is cos. So now we are done. Cos of 2 cos inverse x, which is cos inverse of 2x square minus 1, isn't that? Now you can solve it and get the number of solutions here. Okay, so from here x has gone. Okay, fine. We can of course, before starting we could have checked here x sine inverse x, cos inverse x, even this one sine inverse 3x minus 1, the domain condition, it has to be between 1 and minus 1, and x of course belongs between minus 1 and 1 for these two, but they will get some subset of this thing here in this case. What is it? Take 1 0 and 2 by 3. So actually the domain is 0 to 2 by 3. You can't have x beyond there. So any solution which you get here beyond 0 to 2 by 3, we are not going to accept it. Okay, then you solve it and you get the solution here. So that's another question. Next one is f of x square plus 1. This shift I will consider it to be on the more difficult side, because till now I will say I didn't find a question except that statistics one, which is directly based on a very routine question. Okay, now this is also not a routine question as in that case, but see, just by looking at this question, the first thing I realized, can I convert this to the form of x square plus 1? So I said okay, yes, x square plus 1 whole square. So x is power 4 plus 2x square, I am left with 3. So 3 and again x square plus 1. So 1 here, 1 gone, plus 3 minus 3. So it is now see, I can write f of t square plus 3t minus 3. That's it. Now you have to integrate. So integral of 0 to 3 f of t dt. Now we can easily do it, bachcho. Okay, now we can easily complete it. So a bit different one again. This is also, I will say, not so direct again. ln of sec of ex into sec of e square x into sec of e cube x till sec of e raised power 10x over e square minus e raised power 2 cos x. See, it's a 0 by 0 form. But again, I won't suggest you to apply L'Hospital directly here. I don't think it will be very helpful. I mean, it will take lot of time. So my point is, can we 0 by 0 form? We have exponential term, we have log term. Okay, can we convert it to the standard result form? So my answer is yes, we can. Okay, like for this, I can write it as ln of sec ex plus ln of sec of e square x plus dot 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 ln of sec of e raised power 10x divided by, now here if I take common e raised to the power 2 cos x, so e raised power 2 common, 1 minus cos x minus 1. Now see, at least in denominator we got a form. What is it? Limit t tends to 0, e raised power t minus 1 by t is nothing but 1. Now this is for me is t. Why? Because it approaches 0 as x goes to 0. Cos 0 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So e raised power t minus 1 by t. T is 2 times 1 minus cos x into 2 times 1 minus cos x. Now this is 1. We can replace it with 1. So denominator is simplified, and this has nothing to do with anything. Why so? Because as x goes to 0, I mean this is not contributing to 0 by 0 form, so we can remove it simply e square. So we have 1 by 2 e square limit x tends to 0. Now this is again 0 by it contributing to 0 by 0 form in denominator. Now let's come to numerator. Numerator ln 1. Okay, now again for log also we have a result. And what is it? Limit t tends to 0, ln of 1 plus t over t is again 1. Okay, now there is no 1, but I can write it as, so ln of sec ex, I will write it as ln of 1 plus, so 1 plus cos ex minus ln cos ex. Okay, minus ln cos ex. As x goes to 0, cos 0 is 1, this is gone, so this won't contribute anything, this is gone. ln 1 plus t. Okay, I added 1, I'm sorry, yeah, I added 1, that's it, and we need to subtract 1, right. Now that's it, so I'm rewriting it, ln of 1 plus, to get it in the form of 1 plus t, cos of ex minus 1, and this is 0, that's gone. Now this is our t, so upon cos of ex minus 1 into cos of ex minus 1. Okay, now this is again t. So for every ln term we get cos ex, and the one will be cos e square x, cos e cube x till cos e raised power 10x. In denominator we have 1 minus cos x. Now going back, how can we solve it? See, ln 1 minus cos x, let's solve it directly here. T tends to 0, 1 minus cos t. Okay, so I will write it as 1 minus 1, I mean that's not the only term, I am trying to get it to the form. 1 minus 1 is gone, 2 sine square t by 2. So I need t by 2 whole square. If I have it, okay, now this sine t by t as t approaches 0 is 1, so that is gone. So in that case I need to multiply by 4 by t square. So it is half t square as t approaches 0. Okay, so here we can get it as 2 half, so I can replace it with 4 into t is x by 2. No, t square which is x, yeah, 4x square, fine. Coming back to it, it's getting lengthy, no? So under every system, so cos of ex minus 1, this is cos of ex minus 1, under every system we have 4x square. Now again, I take minus common, 1 minus 1 plus 2 sine square ex by 2 whole square, okay, by by, so this is gone, okay, 4x square. Fine. So what are we left with again? 2 and 2 is gone, so half sine square ex by 2. So sine of ex by 2 whole square, I need ex by 2 whole square, so 4 by ex by this e square x square. So this is 1 by 8 and then it is e square x square. Fine. So now what earlier we had, just a minute bachcho, I just wish that I didn't commit any mistake here. Earlier we had something half e square here, okay, so it's 1 by 16. Chali, we'll see. Okay, e square, so 1 by 16. See this x square and then wait, 4 I have already considered, x square, this is gone, so actually is e square is gone, 1 by 16. So when it is e, we got e square, when it will be e square we will get e raised power 4. So 1 plus, since we have e square in denominator in all the cases, e square, for e cube it will be e raised power 6 divided by e square is e raised power 4, e raised power 20, e raised power 18. 10 terms, okay. So 1 by 16, e raised power square 10 times 20 minus 1 over e square minus 1. So I think we got the form, but there's some mistake, e raised power 20 minus 1 over e square minus 1, so that should be the answer actually. So I think there's some mistake, that's what I was saying, that I just wish that I didn't commit a mistake here. Okay, that you people can check, bachcho, and I just try to do it in just 2 slides here and there, so it got a bit absurd here, but okay, that's how I approached it. Okay, converting it to standard result form. Okay, so that's it. So using the exponential form, log form and all those things. Now next question is x dy by dx, a differential equation minus, so I will divide by x directly. Sine 2y by x is equal to x square 2 minus x cube cos square y. Okay, now just by looking at it, if you remember, it's a form which you can convert to LDE, divide by cos square y, but before that, so it will be like 1 by cos square y is sec square y, dy by dx, write 2 sine by cos y, 1 cos gone, sine upon cos is tan, plus tan y into minus 2 by x is equal to x squared into 2 minus x cube. Now take tan y as t. So its derivative is sec square y dy by dx. So you get it as dt by dx plus t into minus 2 by x. Now that's your LDE. Now all of you can easily approach it by you getting the integrating factor, which is in e raised to the power integral of minus 2 by x dx, and then multiplying both the side by integrating factor, and then you know how to solve it. So it can be easily converted to LDE form. Now moving to the next one, consider a circle C1 passing through origin and lying in the region x greater than equal to 0. What does that mean? On the right side of y-axis only, with diameter as 10. Passing through origin and line passing through origin. Now what does that mean? It does not intersect the origin. That means it needs to touch the y-axis at origin. That means the circle y-axis is the tangent, so perpendicular to the tangent should pass through the center. So center lie here, diameter, so it's 5, 0. Diameter still. Now consider a chord PQ on the equation y is equal to x. So chord PQ, maybe this is P, this is Q, and the circle C2 which has PQ as diameter. Okay, so see PQ as diameter, and then a chord is drawn to C2 passing through 2 boundaries such that distance then this, then wait. Okay, see, I will use equations of family of circle. Okay, passing through the point of intersection of the line y minus x equal to 0 and the given circle is x minus 5 whole square plus y square is equal to 25. What is it? S plus lambda L. So it's x square plus y square minus 10x plus lambda times y minus x equal to 0. Now get it in the standard form, x square plus y square minus x 10 plus lambda y equal to 0. Now what about its center? We know center of circle in standard form, and this form rather, is minus half times coefficient of x comma minus half times coefficient of y. So it is 10 plus lambda by 2 and minus lambda by 2. Now if the chord PQ has to be the diameter, they should lie on the line which form the chord, which is y is equal to x. So just equate it. So 10 plus lambda is equal to minus lambda, so lambda is equal to minus 5, and you got the circle. Once you get the circle, you have its center. So center is 5 by 2 comma 5 by 2. Okay, now a chord is drawn passing through the point to C2, 2, 3 such that distance of the chord from the center is maximum. Okay, now see, if you have a circle whose center is known, now there's a line passing through, doesn't matter, point 2 comma 3, which has to be at maximum distance. Now which line can it be? The line it should be is the one which is perpendicular to the line segment joining this point and the center. This has to be the line. Okay, it has to be a chord. I mean, if at all the question has to be a valid question, it has to be a chord, according to me. Okay, so that's it. So you have to get its slope. So 3 minus 5 by 2 is half. 2 minus 5 by 2 is minus half. So minus 1. So its slope should be 1, passing through 2 comma 3, and then you can match the answer, bachcho. Okay, whatever A and B you get, we can match it. I think you people would have got it. Now next question is, given that 1 by alpha minus 1 by beta is equal to 1 by 3 such that roots of the are alpha and beta, so lambda x square plus lambda plus 1 times x plus 3 equal to 0. Alpha and beta are its roots, so we know alpha plus beta is minus lambda plus 1 by lambda, and then alpha beta is 3 over lambda. See, it's just about solving the simultaneous equation. We have alpha minus beta. Okay, so we can write here beta minus alpha by alpha beta is equal to 1 by 3. So it is beta minus alpha is equal to alpha beta, we take it that side, so it will be 1 by lambda. Simple, square it, beta minus alpha whole square, and then you have alpha plus beta whole square, eliminate alpha beta, and then use that relation. Okay, so what I am suggesting you people here is, if I square it, so alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta is 1 by lambda square, and then square that, so alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta is equal to lambda plus 1 whole square by lambda square, and then if I subtract these two, so it's 4 alpha beta, which is 3 by lambda. Subtract these two. Okay, so what? Lambda plus 1 whole square minus 1 by lambda square. Cross multiply, you get a quadratic in lambda, and the question is sum of the values of lambda. Lambda 1, lambda 2 take there as the roots, and then lambda 1 plus lambda 2. That's what we need. Once you get a quadratic in lambda, we just need the sum of its roots in terms of lambda 1 and lambda 2. Okay, moving to this question. So right now, till now, this paper is a good one. I mean, definitely on the difficult side, bacho. Okay, because now looking at this format, definitely this is a different format altogether. Under root of pi times integral 0 to r x times mod of sine pi x. Okay, first thing, sine pi x is a periodic function with fundamental period 1. So whether we will use it or not, that we'll see later. The things which I can analyze. Within its fundamental period, of course, sine is because 0 to pi. If fundamental period is 1, means x is between 0 to 1. So sine pi x is between 0 to pi. The angle pi x is between 0 to pi. It's always positive. I can get rid of mod. But I have x also here. Okay. Okay. See, if I write it as IR. separately. 0 to r x okay sin pi x dx. Okay. Wait. R is a natural number form. Okay. If I use Bahubali property, what is it? Replacing x by a plus b minus x. So what do we get? IR is 0 to r x replaced by a plus b r minus x. Okay, we got it. Sin pi r minus x dx. See, whether r is even or odd, we have mod. Okay, so sin odd times pi minus x is sin x, sin even times pi minus x is minus sin x. We have mod, doesn't matter, so it remains same. Now adding them to IR. This is gone. R times, and we are done, right? And we are done. Okay, now as I said, see, now it's useful. Sin pi x, fundamental period is 1. R is a multiple of 1, natural number, we can take it out. R square, 0 to 1. And then it is sin pi x. Integrate. Sin pi x integral is cos pi x, isn't that? By pi. Minus r square by pi, cos pi x, which is into 2. Cos pi minus cos 0, okay, minus 1 plus that's gone 2. So we have s as summation r goes from 1 to 20 under root of pi into r square into 2 pi, this is gone, that is gone, root 2 into summation over r square, which is summation over r goes from 1 to 20. What about root 2? Oh yes, sorry, there's no root 2. We are done. Summation of r 20 into n into n plus 1 by 2, 20 into 10 or 210. 210 is an option, the first one itself. So it was again a nice question. Moving to this integral, 1 minus 5 cos square x over sin raised to the power 5x into cos square x dx. Okay, see, if the sum of power in denominator would have been even, then we could have easily converted it to tan, but that's not the case. See, looking at it, what we shall try is, I will tell you the reason behind this attempt. This number 5 in the numerator. Why? What's so special in it? If you differentiate sin raised power 5x, you will get 5. In denominator you will get minus 5, but you will get 5. Okay, now taking a cube from here, if I take it as sec square x over sin raised power 5x dx and apply by parts. See, of course, sec square x is the function whose integral we know directly is second function. How do we decide which one is first, which one is second function? The easier one to integrate is the second function. That's how normally we do. The Eilert rule is based on it. Or if we have a function like algebraic function, polynomial form function, we normally prefer it to be as first function, because if we go on differentiating it, it gets removed slowly, gradually. Okay, here it's for sure this is second function, 1 by sin 5x is an first function. So if I apply by parts, so it's like integral of second function, so tan x by sin raised power 5x minus, we are done. Isn't that, can you, I think you people can see it, 5 by sin raised power 6x dx into cos x, derivative of 1 by sin. We are done. Right tan sin by cos, cos gone, 1 upon sin 5 gone, and this gets cancelled with this, and the answer is tan x by sin raised power 5x. That's our integral, and then we can put the value. A good question on by parts, really a good question on by parts. A simple one if you understand it. Of course, you see, indefinite integration, as I always say, is all by practice. Number of tricks. There are so many tricks. Okay, more you practice, more you know, more you will remember, more you learn. Okay, that's one thing which I say for indefinite integration here and in trigonometry, in case of trigonometry. Okay, anyways, our 3 unit vectors such that, see, mod of vector A minus A cap B cap whole square. I see, that's a very simple, very common question. So again, I'm not going to prove here, but I believe all of you must be knowing that's the maximum value it can take. And when does it take its maximum value? When angle between A cap, B cap, C cap mutually any two is 120 degree. Okay, there's a proof to it. I'm running short of time actually, so that's but if you ask me again, I'll say using comment box, I can again upload maybe 5 minutes video later to explain it. Bachon, there's a proof of it, okay, where we prove the maximum value of this thing is 9. So it's given, since it is given to be 9. Okay, so I'm telling you the angle between A cap, B cap, B cap, C cap, A cap, C cap has to be 120. They all have to be on a like on a plane. Of course, if I consider 3 points, 3 points are always on a plane. Okay, angle between any to them about a point origin, let's say, and this is the case here. Then you can solve it. So take its mod. So 4a square, mod of a square is 1, plus k square b square 1, k square, and then 2k a dot b, 1 into 1 into cos minus half 120 degree minus k square by 2, and then minus 2k by 2, and this is equal to 9. I strongly believe you solve it, you will get it. Okay, so k square by 2, which is 5 there, and then this is gone, minus k, this is gone, minus 2k, minus 5 equal to 0. So k square minus 8k minus 20 equal to 0. Yeah, k is equal to 10, k is equal to minus 2. Find positive value. Again, did I commit a mistake again? Yeah. Oh, 2k square. 2k square minus, so 3k square by 2. I'm sorry. So what is it? So 3k square minus 4k minus 10 equal to 0. Hey. Sorry again. 2k, 2ab. I mean, okay, sorry. 2ab here. 2 will multiply 2 here also. Will multiply 2 here also. It will be 4 in that case. So 8k. I mean, just check it out. Why am I getting 2? I don't know. Check करिएगा बच्चों. I mean, just check it out. I might be committing some mistake. You just check, calculation mistake is there. There's no point of getting concept wrong. Okay, that's a result which we can easily prove. Okay, so maybe some mistake. I'm doing it directly. Maybe in the mistake like 2ab, 2bc, 2ac. Okay, I might be missing 2 somewhere. I'm just skipping it. Product of first 3 terms of a GP. So that's simple. A by R, A, AR. Product is 27. So A is nothing but 3. So 3 by R, 3. 3r. This is this. Then a square plus b square. Sum is this. Okay. So sum is 3 common, 1 by r plus 3. That's it. The minimum value of this is sum of first 3 terms. Sum is okay. See, 1 by t plus t is greater than equal to 2 when t is positive, less than equal to minus 2 when t is negative. We are done. If r is positive, it has to be greater than equal to 9. If r is negative, it has to be less than equal to minus 3. Minus 3 to 9. So a and b is r except minus 3 to 9. Everything is possible on the right side of 9, on the left side of minus 3. Okay, so then square at 90. So that should be the answer here. Next one is orthocenter of an equilateral triangle. For an equilateral triangle, its orthocenter is centroid, its orthocenter is circumcenter. Okay, BC lie along the line x plus 2 root 2y is equal to 4. If coordinates of the vertex are a and b, then we have to get greatest integer of whatever, and ortho center is the origin. Okay, see, if I draw a perpendicular, which happens to be the altitude, which happens to be the median, which happens to be the angle bisector of vertexes, which happens to be the perpendicular bisector of BC, everything is an equilateral triangle, isn't that, bachcho? So this is 0, 0. So we have its slope. Slope is minus 1 by 2 root 2. So we have its slope. Slope is 2 root 2. Passing through 0, 0. Okay. So y is equal to, so equation of, let's say this is d. Y is equal to 2 root 2 x. Put this here. Put this here. So y is equal to 2 root 2 x. So 9x is equal to 4. X is 4 by 9. So we got x here, 4 by 9, and then we will get y also. How come? 8 root 2 by 9. Now see, we had this distance, okay, and then this is, we can use the section formula rather. 2:1, that's it. We will get a comma b, bacha. I think you got it. So what I did, we have 0, 0, equation of the line perpendicular to BC, passing through 0, 0. Okay, we have it, get the point of intersection, and then use section formula to get a, the vertex a, and then we have the answer. Now again, see, this was the question which I said this is definitely doable. Definitely doable. So at least we got 2 questions till now. Not more than that. Okay, g of x is 3x square plus 2x minus 3. F of 0 is minus 3. 4 times g of f of x is 3x square minus 32x plus 72. We have to find f of g of 2 where fx is greater than 0 for all valid x. I think this should be in that case plus 3 because of this thing. That will see, that will see. See, we need f of g of 2. Shall we try to get g of 2 first? What is g of 2? G of 2 is 12, 16, 13. So what we need is f of 13. Okay, f of 13. 4 times g of f of 13 will be, putting it here, 3 times 13 square, 32 into 13, oh my god, 72. Okay. Gx is, so 4 times, let's say this is p, f of 13 is p, 3p square plus 2p minus 3. Okay, I think we got it. We need to but solve it, bachcho. If I take 13 common, 39 into 7 plus 72, didn't get anything common. I thought we'll get something common here. 4 also didn't get cancelled, but we'll get a constant. We'll get a quadratic in p and you can solve it to get p. So that's what I thought. If any one of you can think anything simpler and better, it's fine. But I think, not many steps are involved. The only thing is calculation is involved. Okay, so we need to calculate it. Moving to the next question, given conic, which conic is it? X square minus y square by cos square theta is equal to 8. So 8 by 8 is equal to 1, which is a hyperbola. A hyperbola which is horizontal hyperbola. Okay, eccentricity is even. We can find eccentricity. How come? B square, which is 8 cos square theta by a square is equal to e square, e1 square minus 1. This is gone, that is gone. So e1 square is 1 plus cos square theta. And length of lateral sectum. Lateral sectum for horizontal one is 2b square by a. So how much is it? 2 into 8 cos square theta by 2 root 2. Isn't that, bachcho? This is 4 root 2 cos yeah, cos square theta, yeah, fine, this is L1. And for the conic, now this is an ellipse, a horizontal ellipse in that case, because a square is greater than b square. E2 is its eccentricity, so again 6b square by a square is equal to 1 minus e square. This is gone, that is gone. E is equal to sine square theta. So E2, so E2 is sine theta. Similarly, we'll get L2 2b square, and then okay, I think we can do it. See, again, looking at this, just try it, bacho. I believe because you have this, both are in terms of like sine, cos, and sec is also in terms of cos. You will get cos theta or sine theta from here. It's a routine question. Nothing new. We all know how to get eccentricity for a standard ellipse, a hyperbola, lateral sectum for standard hyperbola, a standard ellipse, and then we have to use this relation to get it. Okay, once we get theta, we'll put the value, we'll get everything. So I'm skipping it. It's a routine question in that case. Next one is complex numbers z satisfying it. Now see, that's a very beautiful one. And this, so I'm going to find the value for this thing. Okay, okay. I thought looking at it to use the curve. That's why I started by drawing the argand plane. But then to get it, okay, still let me try it. Z is equal to 6. What is it? Isn't that a circle with center at 6, radius at 5? So something like this. And then again, that's again a circle with center, so I can write it as mod of z minus 2 plus 6 iota is equal to 5. Okay, minus 2 comma 6, x minus 2, y 6, somewhere here maybe, and then simultaneously means either it need to touch or intersect. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's check it. Distance 6 comma 0. Okay, oh my god, we got it. 6 plus 2 whole square, 64, 36, we are done. Okay, so that is 10, and 5 plus 5 is 10. Actually it touches it, and since it touches it, this point has to be the midpoint, bachcho. So midpoint means 6 comma 2 is 3 comma 2 comma 3. That's it. So that's your z. 2 plus 3 iota. Put it here, simplify, and you get it. Put it here, simplify, and you get it, bachcho. Okay, so that's your z. Fine. Find possible number of triplets such that x square plus 2 is a divisor of x cube plus bx square. This has to be b in that case, where BCD are all less than equal to 20. BCD are natural number. Okay, see, divisor means remainder should be 0. Now, the first thing which I can think about is remainder has to be 0. So just continue x cube plus 2x, bx square, c minus 2 times x plus d. Again x, rather b, bx square, 2b, c minus 2 times x, b minus 2d has to be 0 for all x. What does that mean? C has to be 2 and b has to be equal to 2d, and we are done. C is fixed. The only thing is b and 2d. Okay, so d can be 1, d can be 2, both are less than equal to 20, d can be 10. So maximum value can be from 1 to 10, so the option should be 10. There is no option. So I think because there is order triplet, okay, nothing can change position. C is fixed, b can take 10 values, all even from 2 to 20, and d can take subsequently at the same time corresponding values from 1 to 10. Okay, we are done. Okay, we are done. See, I would have liked to discuss this particular thing in a bit detail, because to solve it, okay, see, if I have to solve it, 2 plus 3 iota whole cube, it will be a lengthy process. I will convert it to, see, as I said, I am running a bit short of time, so I need 3z square plus 3z plus 1. So I subtracted 3, so minus 18z, subtracted, so 140. Fine. Now z plus 1 is actually 3 plus 3 iota, 3 cube common, 1 plus iota whole cube. Now you can apply De Moivre's theorem, converting it to polar form, Euler form. Apply De Moivre's theorem, calculation will get simple. Again minus 18 z plus 1 bachcho. So minus 18 plus 18 is 158. Now it will be simpler to use. I mean, applying Euler's form, I think it will be simpler to use. That's one suggestion. So we are done. So I will be coming up with all such solutions subsequently, bachcho. Okay, do watch it, do subscribe the channel and stay connected, because these sessions might be really helpful for the next session in April month, bachcho.